Hello friends, this is the last episode with Tesla Gullwing. Our Tesla Gullwing project is portable and has already entered the top 40 best cars in the world. I am incredibly happy. The car turned out to be incredibly cool, but you are interested in order. What have we not shown yet? What were they supposed to show? What changed since the last episode? Due to a large number of changes, the car is ready. This is the priciest Tesla ever launched, and simultaneously the most technologically advanced vintage automobile globally. Not everyone actually comprehends what it is, because there is no infographic indicating that this is a vehicle with complete Tesla functionality. Let's start with the fact that when you last saw this car in our last episode dedicated to Tesla Gullwing, it was already driving and it seemed like it was almost ready, but we spent another 2 months fine-tuning this car to add doors to it. All other things that were supposed to show up actually appeared on it, and most importantly, most difficult and most unexpectedly, what happened to us on the way to this IRVINE car is the meticulous preparation of the body that we encountered. This is unbelievable. According to the plan, we had allocated a total of 2 weeks for body preparation. However, we ended up spending nearly 2 months getting this body ready for painting, in addition to 50% of the originally estimated time. And as a result of this, S-Klub and the team had an extremely small amount of time, specifically less than 2 months, to completely transform this car into Tiffany. Because of Tiffany, and we will discuss it later, this car appears, well, as though you instructed the neural network, demonstrate to me an automobile that I would even feel frightened to gaze upon due to its extraordinary beauty. And this is her appearance. I'll also inform you about the available Tesla features and the implementation plans for them here. How neatly they fit in here, so that most of the viewers, the most interesting. A very large number of people take pictures of this car, take pictures of it against the background, pass by, admire. However, they are unaware that essentially it is the Model 3. All the components of this machine are actually derived from the Model 3. And this is a massive advantage, because none of the vehicles in this area possess such attributes. Neither with a reserve of movement, nor with acceleration, nor the main thing, feeling of a factory machine. So you are going to ride in a factory car. So right next to Tesla Gullwing, you will find the machine that we used to build Tesla Gullwing vehicles at the factory where they are manufactured. An important point is that the idea of creating a Tesla car with a completely different body came to me 4 years ago. And you know what? I even have evidence that 4 years ago we discussed it, and we discussed it precisely with John, the owner of the S-Klub company, because he needed to build the 124th Mercedes. And I said, what a cool idea if we take the 124th Mercedes, fully scan or make a mold out of it, and build a body out of carbon fiber that will completely replicate the 124th Mercedes. This is a relatively simple concept, because in this iteration, the car will display traits that are comparable to those of the original car. But the most interesting thing is that after 4 years, it was us, and specifically together with John, who presented this car here at the SEMA exhibition. So let's go in order. It was important for us to make sure that the car had an autopilot. So seize it, the camera is present. There are still remnants of polishing here, but it is a minor detail. It was of utmost importance for the car to understand and detect the moments when its doors are being opened and closed. As we can observe in the app, you see Tesla app. And you see that she perceives the doors as being open, and she perceives the trunk as being open. Hence, all the functionality that is present in Teslas operates in this place. Let's proceed. It is important to note that all Tesla drivers are familiar with the handle that is specifically associated with the Model 3 electric vehicle. Pen Model 3, hook specially modified with a unique design to make this handle work effectively and provide optimal functionality. And our lock is located here. See? Normally the lock is positioned in the door, but here we simply exchange their positions. Both the wiring and the lock hide perfectly here in the middle. Next, we have an electronic door So in Tesla, usually here on the door, there is a button. Here we have lovely tiny doors. There was no place to put the button and it fits perfectly right here. So you apply pressure to the spot, this particular area, handle, and there you press the button in order to activate it. Let's proceed. Observe the seamless fit of the camera in this location. And we achieved this without any effort. The design of the Mercedes was initially prepared for this camera. And of course, this assists us in continuing to make sure that the Autopilot functions properly and provides us with the necessary support. Another thing worth mentioning here is the 3 front-facing cameras you are observing. All of them are installed, all of them exist, all of them serve a purpose. However, the display is the main part, of course, because it is the main part. Following that, we worked extremely hard to install parking sensors, specifically targeting the 2018 Model 3 as our basis, since it already had Parktronic sensors in place, which served as a starting point for our modifications. In principle, we could have managed without both parking sensors and radar technology. To do this, it was necessary to install a 3RD Gen Autopilot. Then no need for such a box, as a radar is hidden underneath, which would be ugly if exposed. And he was unable to fit into any other place. Take a look at the Model 3 Lubersa. It might be a good fit for him. Everything is extremely beautiful, very closed, well executed, and the steering wheel. Why this steering wheel isn't carbon, why it's still something else. Look, on AliExpress there's a huge number of accessories, different ones with various carbon products for Tesla, and it all looks vulgar. This steering wheel is excellent, qualitatively reupholstered, exactly in color, the same as the interior, and it looks very, very expensive. I would also like to mention the cameras. Cameras installed here, and we made this part of the body for them. He had to deal with this. I recall that Zurab dedicated nearly 3 days to achieve the current appearance of these cameras. Why didn't we put them under glass, since this is done on Model 3? Well, first of all, I couldn't figure out how to place the camera here. To ensure organic integration, it's crucial to understand. If black glass is manufactured here and painted, there's a chance it won't be perfect due to potential imperfections. And this will attract unnecessary attention. And this camera bump, so you understand, nobody really even notices it, not even a single person. John said multiple times that he doesn't like the decision I made regarding the cover for the charging port. Due to the fact that it spoils the authentic appearance of bullying, John made the decision to hide him in the trunk as a solution. I was opposed to it because I generally believe that this machine could be utilized each day, and each and every day I have to open the trunk in order to put it on charge. Well, it's really strange. However, now I comprehend that with such an interior, such magnificence, no individual will traverse any roads. Streets that are safe, with good traffic, allowing for both slow and fast movement. It is not that important because, well, take a look at everything. Look, here is a floor light emitting diode, LED backlight just located. Here, everything is done in such a way that it is pleasant to put this car at home and admire it in all its illuminated glory. Therefore, maybe charging in the trunk is not necessarily such a bad idea. However, as we have intentions to construct comparable endeavors in the upcoming period, it is imperative for you to comprehend that we will maintain uniformity in all aspects, and consequently, the latch will function in an identical manner as it does on the initial machine. So we will incorporate it into the system in such a way that the car can be utilized and relied upon for daily transportation needs. Regarding the luggage compartment, in this place you have the ability to do multiple things that are allowed by this body. Because there is no exhaust system underneath, it is feasible to make this trunk twice as big in size. But on the other hand, since we understand that no one will use this car as an everyday car, no one will put anything in it, the smaller the trunk, the less hassle it is to upholster. It would be possible to do it so that this trunk fits. That is, it could be made to fit the floor. There is merely an empty space between this stunning carbon protection and the floor, adding a touch of beauty and creating a sense of openness in the room. Regarding the trunk located beneath the hood, it has been discovered that in the original version, the Tesla Model 3 possesses a front end that is longer in length. This is not visible in the picture, but it is so. Therefore, the radiator was moved here. And if we open the hood, we could make a trunk, but only in this part, and it would be small, because the heater starts here. Therefore, a decision was made, and there is no other option. Muffle the hood,
make it non-opening.
This is nearly everything you need to know about the one-of-a-kind, first ever Tesla in the world with a trunk that is completely different. It's impossible to convey all of this in a video. None of the videos can convey everything around this car and this project. However, she is here. The TSK company, the S-Klub company, received adequate attention, in my opinion, with the implementation of this project. Is it worth so much effort? I don't know. I hope that the next project, considering the experience of this project and taking into account the fact that the next body will already be initially better prepared for installation on the chassis, I believe that the next project will be given in a more effortless manner. Make sure to indicate in the comments the body transformation you would like to see in our performance. If you want to order it from us, don't hesitate. The link is in the description. In general, I declare the Tesla Gullwing project closed. This is the last episode. Perhaps he will appear somewhere on our channel, but I hope that we will show our new projects more often. And most importantly, thank you for watching all the episodes of Tesla Gullwing. And if you haven't watched it, you have a chance to do it right here through her links. So guys, subscribe to our channel. We will definitely show the next projects. We will not hide it from you. We will show you all of this. And you will be the very first to have the opportunity to like the upcoming cool car. And I will give you a like in return for watching until the end, and I will see you later on at a later time.